Can you hear me? Yeah, now you should be able to hear me. Okay, welcome everyone. This is day number 39, and we are at the stage where first I got a little bit slowed down by the webinar, but I finished the webinar. Um, I finished the webinar. I have an approximate idea about the sales funnel itself, and I'm gonna be building up the sales funnel. But before we do that, I wanna kind of get together. It would kind of make the streaming the Discord channel better. Let me first write welcome to the day 39. 39 days I've been streaming every single day without any breaks, which is kind of crazy. So, it's my main scene, and I'm checking that everything works. Yep, seems to be working, right? Okay, so everything works. Let's put some music. So the thing about Discord is that I created here a few new channels, and I want to create a new event there. I have two ideas in mind. Well, I didn't think about making the channel that big, but because or putting that much time into the Discord channel, but because we have almost 100 people join the Discord, so I kind of feel like okay, let them try to make something out of it. And really cool people that I really respect and like from the LinkedIn joined, so let's try to make something out of Discord. Like, I don't really care that much about Discord, but let's try to make something out of it. So the first event that I want to make is somewhere else. YouTube. It's gonna be on YouTube and Twitch. What about this one? Okay, so no, somewhere else. YouTube and Twitch. Salesforce business ideas. Brainstorming. I kind of want to share. I have a list of ideas that I thought for a very long time to realize in Salesforce, and when I was thinking about what business to start, I was thinking about a couple of different things that I could do, and not all of them are just consultancy. Not all of them are starting in consulting business, something that a lot of people try to do. So I don't think that starting consulting business would be for me the best thing. But I have a list of all the other things that I had in mind, and I want to kind of share it with you guys. Okay, so I want to share with you, and that's gonna be tomorrow. Tomorrow, start date, the end date will be tomorrow as well, and start date will be, I would say we're gonna start. Let me have a quick look on my calendar, so that I don't put anything too crazy there. Yeah, I don't have anything. Okay. Yeah, so that's gonna be tomorrow. It's gonna be tomorrow. Yeah, let's say around 15 till this one. Does not repeat for now. Let's. Oh no, this is interesting. Does not. Let's make. Should we do it weekly? Let's share all the ideas that we can implement, all the business ideas that we can start in Salesforce. Basically, I just want to share what ideas I had, and maybe someone of you gonna see these ideas and gonna say, hey, this sounds like I could do that. Yeah. And next, oops. Damn, I didn't want to cancel it. Okay, somewhere else. I wanted to go back and check on Twitch. Salesforce business ideas brainstorming like this. Start day tomorrow, end day tomorrow. Starting at 15, ending at 17. Let's say 17. Let's not repeat. Weekly on Saturday. Let's, or maybe I saved it. Nope, didn't. Let's brainstorm some. I will share the list of all business ideas I had for Salesforce ecosystem, and maybe, and you can bring your own. Salesforce business ideas brainstorming. Is it the word? Is it the word in English? Brainstorming? I think I have a typo somewhere. Okay. Nice. Okay, so we have one event. And another event, this is something that I wanted to do for a very long time. I actually wanted to do a coding stream. And I wanted to do purely Salesforce coding stream. And because a lot of people from Salesforce community joined, I think it kind of makes sense. And I mean, this is my main thing, something that I'm the most known for is for coding in Salesforce, not for other stuff. So I kind of wanna, I wanna do a bit of coding, and I also wanna showcase my skills, and I wanna show people how quick you can develop something on Salesforce and why it's actually a very useful system. So I can put here the event and create new event somewhere else. YouTube and Twitch. Salesforce coding coding a full solution from zero. I will code in 2-3 hours a simple LWC plus integration solution from complete zero to ready to deploy to production. Would be useful for those who want to learn coding. And it's gonna be on Sunday, and I will start also around 3 and finish I think around 7. Yeah. And let's make it weekly on Sunday. I think it makes sense if I make Hi Pinay. I think it makes sense if I make like Saturday some community related stream and Sunday if I make Salesforce related stream, and all the other days, 5 days a week, I'm gonna be continue streaming what I've been streaming for all the time, just building a business. Okay, so we have here, and the only one person is interested, me. So yeah, let's see how it's gonna go. And for those who didn't join the Discord, join. Why not? Let's see if announcements are working. I'm live again. And let me send the link to the YouTube. Nice. Works. Now works. Nice. Thank you, Doubt. I will watch this again from the start. What do you mean? What exactly do? The stream? Okay, so let me write... Illuminati, welcome. Let me write what is new. Hey. Hey, everyone. We've made a few updates to the server. New channels. First, get feedback for getting any type of feedback on your idea, business, landing page, video, and so on. The second is audience building. I don't know why is it truncated here. Audience building. Audience building. For anything that is related to building an audience on now LinkedIn, YouTube, email, and so on. I'm a big LinkedIn nerd, so hit me there. And the third one is small wins. Share any wins you have. Now the next thing is events. First, Salesforce coding stream. On Sunday. Something new for me. Gonna be completely only Salesforce related. Let me copy the link. Salesforce coding stream on Sunday. First Salesforce stream. Excited to do that. I will implement the whole solution from zero to production ready. That should be actually the second one, because it's gonna be on Sunday, and on Saturday we have another one, which is, I think, will be a little bit more relevant. It's gonna be this one, business idea brainstorming, okay? Business idea brainstorming. Already tomorrow. Tomorrow. Stay home. Okay, so I have a list of ideas that I had before I started my small business in Salesforce, and I want to share those ideas with you and maybe some people, because a lot of people joined. Maybe some of you gonna join and like give ideas for other people, and then some of the people, someone gonna go and implement those ideas. Would be actually quite cool. Yeah. Okay, so I have new channels related. And question. What would you like to see in this Discord? Yeah, so those are the things that are new, and I'm gonna send, right? I think that's all. Oh wait, I wanna tag it. Get feedback. Audience building and small wins. Where's the thing? Yeah, this one. +80 users. Yeah, let's do that. Invalid invite. That's interesting. That's strange. But anyway. Okay, nice. So I think that's good. Actually, super lot of people joined, and I glad to see all of you guys. Let's see what we can build together. So, and quite frankly, I don't have super like big plan around this Discord community. I know that it should exist. I know that we need such thing in the Salesforce or not in the Salesforce ecosystem. I don't know how it's gonna be, how it's gonna end up. I don't know. I'm quite interested what you guys gonna say about the what would you like to see in this Discord. Like this is really interesting for me. What would you like to see? Because I feel so building a business is super lonely. Like it's you don't really have that many people to share your struggles, your ideas, your excitement, and especially in the Salesforce, because Salesforce is kind of like a certain way of like its own ecosystem, very closed. We don't really share all the same things that other people share. There's whole separate sub communities in Salesforce, and yeah, and I kind of feel that we need this thing in the Salesforce ecosystem. So I don't really know where it's gonna go. I don't know what exactly to form out of it, but I feel like we need it. So I kind of wanna ask you, what do you expect? What do you wanna see? I think together we can make something out of it. Yeah, so so for those who are new, what I am building. This is question number one. What are you building? I am building, and I can make it like this so that you can see the whole platform. So I'm basically building here, this is not a distraction, a platform for learning how to code that should be able to bring you from complete zero beginner to being able to code. That's the idea, and this whole platform, the whole shtick around this platform, and the whole idea and the whole thing that differentiates this platform from any other platform is that it is designed for complete beginners, and second, you can practice directly on the website. So first you connect here with your org, right? So you connect, you type here your details, you connect with your org. If you have a profile, if you want to have early access to the platform, I can give you basically for free the access, almost for free the access to the platform right now. If you go to modules, you can see here different modules. The first module and the second module, they are done. The first module, the tasks are done. For the second module, the tasks are not done. And for the third module, we only have one topic so far. But it's gonna get much better. So here you have 12 topics, and if you're just starting out with Salesforce, that's 12 topics gonna be enough for you for a couple of months. So don't worry. So here you go and you can read the material, right? You can read here a theory, the explanation, and after you read the explanation, you can click here on the task, and you can implement the task directly on the website. And this is the biggest difference between this platform and any pre-recorded course, is that you can not only you have the theory that I spent I don't know how many years writing, you also have tasks that are targeting exactly the theory that you just learned. So you have on the whole platform there are over 100 tasks, and it's gonna be more. We are targeting 500. This is my goal. So my goal is to have 500 tasks, because practice is super important. So here, when you click here, you can go string my name is equal to, for example, blah blah blah. Let's say you made a mistake. You named your variable my name 1. If you run the code, it's gonna say no, variable does not exist, my name, and that's true because we need to name it my name, and then we run code, and then we get the points. That's the and like this you can go through all the topics, and you see we have alone on this one we have 10 different tasks. So that's a lot, and just only about variables. And if you go here to modules and you go for example to classes, we have 3 here, we have 4 here, we have, so it's a lot, and we have 6 here. So this is definitely gonna be enough for you to bring you from no idea about programming to have a good understanding about Apex itself. That's what I'm building, but now we're not really launching it, at least not officially in the big, not doing super much marketing about it. And the reason for that is because I'm still waiting for my visa from Germany, so they kind of slow me down. I cannot launch anything until they give me the visa. And in the meanwhile, we are working on launching my course. So before I launch this platform for everyone, I'm gonna test this platform on one of my courses. So I'm gonna run 12-week Apex from complete zero to beginner developer. That's gonna be the course, and I'm gonna launch and run this course on this platform. So the first people who go into the course, they're gonna get access to the platform if they buy a second tier program. Yeah, so that's the goal, and yeah, so that's basically what I'm building. So currently, I already have my webinar done. And what I will be working on the next is the sales funnel itself. So I need to create a landing page. I need to create the way to capture the emails of people who gonna opt into the webinar, and so that I can retarget people with some email marketing, and all of that I'm gonna develop and show you how I'm doing this. So my plan is this weekend and next whole week just completely only developing the sales funnel. And I hope that by the end of the week we're gonna have everything. We're gonna have the whole sales funnel, which includes streaming, which includes something to collect emails and retarget people. Plus we're gonna have the whole emails, all the emails Yeah, so that's the plan. That's the plan for the next week. And of course, depends what people gonna say on Discord. So if if people something in the Discord channel gonna come up with, I'm up for it. I'm very much up for it. I think there's a big opportunity. I think so. People who are in the Salesforce community, I think we have a huge opportunity in the Salesforce ecosystem. We can definitely, if we work, like, Salesforce is still growing. Salesforce is still kind of it's still not that mature. If you look at all the other fields like Java, Python, front-end development, they're much more mature than we are in Salesforce. So we have so many options to build awesome businesses in Salesforce. We just need to get more used to it. Something that in Salesforce is not really a culture, and this is not good. This is not good. Like this is straight not good. The culture in Salesforce is that doing something for free or non-profit is glorified. The easiest way to get an MVP or to get to get an MVP or some kind of award or get appreciation in the Salesforce ecosystem is doing something as a non-profit, or spend your time for free for something. Yeah, I see where it has the roots, but here's the thing. If we really want to change something in any ecosystem, be it Salesforce or any other ecosystem, you cannot change it working for free. It's not sustainable. Because I tried to run Apex courses for free. It doesn't work. Because you cannot, first you only have limited amount of time that you can spend yourself. Second, if you, for example, wanna create a website, alone for creating a website, that's gonna be already like a couple of $1,000, including all the like server and design and implementing. Or you have to do it yourself. But if you do it yourself, it's gonna be shitty. So what's the point of running shitty services for free? No. If you really wanna create the best Apex course, which I do, I wanna create the best Apex or Salesforce development program. And I'm getting there, and I will create the best on the market program. You need to have income. That's impossible because you need to pay people. You need to maintain. You need to invest into development these things. So the whole idea that everything should be for free or people to like this to get an MVP you need to do a lot of for free. No, by creating a business in the Salesforce ecosystem or any other ecosystem, you provide so much value for other people. Otherwise, you wouldn't get paid. If, for example, if we take, for example, the Talent Stacker, right? This is a business. Does Talent Stacker, does he have MVP? The how to call it? I think it's Bradley Rice, right? I don't see. I don't see MVP page, but he has done so much for the Salesforce ecosystem, much more than a lot of other people who are MVPs have done. And this is the problem with all the non-profit things in Salesforce. Like, come on, businesses basically the blood of the ecosystem. We need businesses. Yes, not everything should be for free. To offer the best service, you kind of have to charge, of course. And the more you charge, the better service you can provide. There's nothing bad in charging more, or charging in general. So yeah, I don't know, and actually I don't know from where this whole thing of not charging or basically non-profit thing is coming in Salesforce, because Salesforce itself is charging crazy amount of money for everything they do. So how they manage to develop this non-charging culture, it's quite strange for me. So for today, this is my plan for my webinar. For my webinar funnel, basically. But I will be streaming webinar anyway on LinkedIn, so it doesn't make that much of that big of a difference. So there were a few YouTube videos that I actually wanted to watch. Let's see. Oh, before we do that, basically, I unlocked here because I have 55 followers. Yay! I unlocked create a dashboard. Yeah, look at this. Build a community. So now I can grant VIP status to the viewers. Manage rules. Okay, so that's the same thing as on Discord. Okay, I get it. So okay, never mind this thing. So there was a video that I wanted to watch because it was really speaking to me a lot. Yeah, first this one, how to get clients on LinkedIn. And the reason why I want to watch her, because I know her from LinkedIn, and she inspired quite a bit of what I'm doing. Lara Acosta, she is huge in LinkedIn. She's one of the LinkedIn influencers, even if influencer word is not very good. So she has more than 100,000 people, and she kind of crushing it on LinkedIn. So, for example, what 1,000 likes. That's quite a lot. If you have 1,000, I don't know how many. It's definitely more than 100,000 impressions if you have 1,000. Yeah, so she's crashing it a lot, and I'm quite curious what she's gonna say, because she's super big on LinkedIn, and she's an expert in LinkedIn, and I'm gonna subscribe because she's definitely, she knows what to do. It's unlike, so the YouTube space, whenever I was searching something on YouTube on how to grow on LinkedIn, it's not good. It's not good, like really not good. A lot of people, they don't really, LinkedIn is still kind of very much underestimated. You can grow your business on LinkedIn, just on LinkedIn alone. And I think Jordan is a good example. I don't think that Jordan, that you have much more other stuff that going on into your pipeline. I think LinkedIn is your main source of the leads. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but kind of interesting if I'm wrong or not. But yeah, you can definitely grow your whole business on LinkedIn, and I am also a good example of it. Like, everything that I have so far is because of LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is very much underestimated, and people really should, especially people who wanna run a business, just post on LinkedIn for a year. Like, just do that. Just stick to LinkedIn for 1 year, and then I hope it's gonna be better, or at least you're gonna get some leads or build a brand. This is where we all hang out. So let's see what she says. It's a short video, 5 minutes, so it should be good.
Of inbound leads, thousands of dollars made in passive income, multi-million impressions. This is what the untapped potential of LinkedIn looks like. Last year,
and one thing on that regard. So it's not super easy to make good impressions, but you can let's say in the last 90 days. Yeah, so 500,000 impressions in the last 90 days. Like, this is crazy, because what other social media you can do that as a beginner? And the thing is that LinkedIn, you do need to know how to write properly, but you don't need to have a huge following to get started, right? So I don't know any other social media where I could do the same.
year, my content generated over 13 million impressions on LinkedIn, and I built a fully inbound business on the back of it. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step process that I use to get more clients on LinkedIn using content. But listen, just posting content on LinkedIn isn't good enough anymore. 2 years ago, you could post a poll asking people if they needed help and it would go viral. But that's no longer the case. LinkedIn has over 1 billion users right now, and the competition is getting tougher, so you need to stand out. And if you stick till the end of this video, I'm going to share with you the best writing framework to use that everybody on LinkedIn is loving right now. Okay, so step number 1, finding a topic. Now, starting a post from scratch is the hardest thing ever. Here's how to simplify it. Start by writing down a simple topic that you want to use in your content. Could be success, remote work, lead generation, entrepreneurship, deep work, anything you like. Then pick one of those and list 3 things that you want to talk about within that topic. Use your selected topic in one of these tools to search for proven content that's already been posted by someone else. This has been a massive hack for me in how I didn't die writing hundreds of pieces of content a month for myself and my clients. The tools are Taplio and TweetHunter.
One thing on that. There's nothing bad in seeing what other people write and just trying to write similar thing just for yourself. This is how all of LinkedIn influencers do it. And at some point you develop your own style, but you still get inspiration from other people, what they post.
With TweetHunter, even though it's specifically for Twitter, I use it a lot for LinkedIn content because there's more content on Twitter than there is on LinkedIn. So you can download the free Chrome extension and look for the best performing post on the one keyword. You can even go as far and going into your favorite creators' accounts and scanning their content looking for one specific keyword. Tableau is exactly the same, but for LinkedIn. You can log onto the platform and go into search mode and then type in your topic or keyword and get hundreds of proven ideas instantly. And now you can find posts that resonate with you, take inspiration from them and start writing. If you want to,
it's not, sorry for pausing, but it's not that easy. Taplio is not that good. Once I tried to grow 2 profiles from complete scratch by posting on them. It worked. But for the first month, it didn't grow at all. We were called connecting with people, trying to make chat with people, and we were posting twice a week on each of them, so it was like 4 times a week for both profiles. And we tried to grow those profiles, and for the first month, it didn't really work. So for the first month, we posted and basically got like 10 impressions or 15 impressions. No one really saw it. But then I made one, and we've been using Taplio. But then I made one tweak. I stopped using Taplio and I started just crazy researching what other people write on LinkedIn. And I collected every single person who writes anything that is remotely connected to what I want to write about. And I started looking what people write and trying to implement their ideas, and it worked. We grew the profile, I think, to 500, 400 within the next month by just posting, researching what other people do, posting it, connecting to other people. So it worked, and we started growing. But then I just stopped. I just abandoned those profiles because I was like, okay, so why do I put for those 2 profiles and don't put any content for my profile? This makes sense. Let me just post for my profile the high quality, and let me just spend on just posting high quality content on my profile, and that's it. Yeah, but Taplio is not that good. I didn't find it that good, actually.
if you want to go even further with Taplio, you can refine the content that you're looking at by the goal of the post that you're writing. When creating content, there's 3 things you should be doing: educating, inspiring, or entertaining. By having a clear idea of what your post is meant to be doing, you can be more selective of the post that you're screenshotting, putting into a swipe file, or copy pasting for later use. So let's say I was looking for deep work related topics and I wanted to do an educational post. Now that I have hundreds of ideas, I'd start selecting the ones that start with how to, here's how, X steps, etc. Things that are educational and can give me some sort of value. So instead of me falling into a never-ending Twitter and LinkedIn research rabbit hole, I have a clear objective. Now this is done, we're ready to write LinkedIn magic. Using the posts and frameworks from the posts that you've studied, write a similar post that has a similar cadence. If the post that you're looking at starts with how to and then has 5 lines, has bullet points, and a short call to action at the end, the idea is that you replicate that for your exact same post but using your own original ideas. You are emulating, not copying. This is the fastest way I can teach you how to write good LinkedIn content without spending thousands of hours learning copywriting basics. And again, the key is to emulate, not copy. Like Tony Bennett would say, if you steal from one person, you're just a thief. But if you steal from everyone, that's research. Now, before I tell you my secret writing framework, I'm going to teach you how this is going to actually get you leads. And all of this comes down to finding your one true fan. Look, by doing all of the above, you're preparing yourself for writing an outstanding post. You've got your hooks nailed, you've got your framework sorted out, and your content ideation is on point. All you need now is to look at who's engaging with your content. Quite often, people just post and ghost and expect leads, but that's so wrong. The leads are there, but you need to warm them up first. Every time you post, you need to crawl your comment section for your ICP. Ideal client persona. And if your ICP is commenting in your content, they're interested. You just need to convert them. People usually have a very clear explanation of who they are and what they do in their headline. Now, once you find that clear ICP, start a conversation with them. Send them a personalized connection request if you're not connected. Key here is personalization. Amongst all automated tools, ChatGPT and AI, just be human. If they commented on a post of yours, reach back out. Here's a quick script for you. Hey, name, thank you for commenting. That was very kind. Are you into topic of post too? If it was me, I'd say something like, hey Sarah, thank you so much for commenting on my post. That was very kind. How's LinkedIn going for you this 2024? Simple, soft, and easy to build a conversation from. And look, if they reply, they're clearly interested in something that you have. It's either what you have to sell, your offer, or maybe they're just curious to know more about you. But most oftentimes, it's something that you have to offer. It's LinkedIn, after all, a B2B platform where people are there mostly to make sales. Lastly, I'm going to share my special content framework I use to write most of my content, the SLAY framework. Your copy should be divided into 4 segments: story, lesson, actionable advice, and you, or APS. The first 3 lines should start with the story. Then you move on to explaining quickly the background of why it is relevant to people. Then you provide a lesson so the reader gets value from you and not just fluff. And then to finish, you add a you element at the end or a PS. Ask a question, finish with a platitude, or make them feel good, heard, and seen. And there's your magic post. That's literally it. The post framework that has generated me millions of views and hundreds of leads, and has helped many others do the same. The reason it works is because you're providing the 3 elements of content in one: inspiration at the start, education in the middle, and entertainment all throughout. So go try it. The worst thing that could happen is you get a couple likes and maybe make some friends. But if all of this goes well, the opportunity is insane. If I was starting from zero again, that's the exact process I would use. So
Yeah, that's quite a good way of doing that. I agree. I think it works. And if you the easiest way, if you want to start on LinkedIn, just go see what I'm posting. Just basically try to replicate and do the same. Don't steal my posts, please. Don't do that, because I know that people do it a lot. Don't steal my posts, but get inspired by my posts and maybe from few other people, and then just try to do the same. Emulate these things. That's the easiest way to start. Alright, so this is, new subscribers, welcome. Welcome everyone. And then I wanted to listen to this one, how to achieve 80% opt-in rates, because this is exactly what I need right now, because I will be building the sales page for the webinar, and how to get 80% to leave their email there. Tell me, I'm sold on the idea. Tell me, I want to know how to get 80%. Let's do that.
Let's cut to the chase. You need an email list in your business, and you know how profitable and effective it would be if you had one, particularly if it was full of targeted, ideal dream clients that want to buy your stuff, but you're struggling because you're getting low opt-in rates, you're not building your list currently, and so you've got no one to even send those emails to. So what I want to solve in this video are those 2 things for you. I want to show you how I get up to 80% opt-in rates, so I'm actually getting people on my list, and I also want to share with you how I've done that so consistently to generate 300,000 leads, so that we've got a massive pool of people that we can reach out to, and then it's up to you to convert those people. Let's get into the 7 steps that's enabled me to do this. So the first step, the first thing you need is a dedicated lead capture page like this, as opposed to a website like this. This is adclients.com. This is my website. There's loads of great information on here about who we are and what we do. And of course, we've got all of these nice links to different pages so you can really become indoctrinated into my brand and what I'm about. But if you're just embedding some kind of opt-in form on this page there somewhere, is it any surprise that you're not getting many people filling that out? No, because there's so many distractions, there's so much to do. Your homepage, your website is not designed to generate leads. It's designed to give someone the experience of getting to know your brand more so they can start to sell themselves. But this is more of an organic strategy. What we need with a page like this is a very clear, what is this page about? And in this case, it's click that button and become a lead. So the really important thing to remember.
Yeah, I mean, that all kind of makes sense. That's exactly the setup that I have now, so I guess that's exactly the mistake that I'm doing.
Here is that when you are intentionally driving traffic, it's got to go to a lead capture page. Your website is where people find you, but if you're driving traffic, if you're controlling traffic, they go to a lead capture page. The second step is when you're putting one of these lead capture pages together, simplicity is key, okay? We don't want too much going on. We want to keep it really clean, really concise, and draw their attention to what it is we want them to do, which is, of course, to opt in and become a lead. So we're going to do what we need to do. We're going to have copywriting on here. We're going to have a headline, but we don't want to have loads of distractions. If I scroll down here, you can see that we've got a few bullet points, and then that's it. That's the entire page. And I've got another example for you here, another page with a headline and some bullet points, and that's it. That's the entire page. Another one, headline at the top, opt-in button, and some bullet points to help assist the main headline. That is it. When we put these pages together, we keep them really clean, we keep them really simple, and that draws someone's attention to take the action that you're asking for. And this leads us nicely into the third
Hey, welcome.
Third step, which is that you need one clear call to action on your lead capture pages. That is it. We should not have more than one thing that the prospect is supposed to do. If they land on this page and there's something about opting in, but if they scroll down a bit further, there's information about something completely different, and we're giving them two options now as to what they're going to do next. And if they scroll a bit further, there's a 40-minute video that they can watch, because you think that if I add that to the page, surely that will help boost conversions. No, that is something else for them to now do. They need to click play, they need to sit and watch that video, and you are increasing the chance of that person getting distracted and never actually hitting that button and opting in. So this entire page is simple based on the second point I just gave you, and it has one clear focus, one clear call to action.
I mean, this is exactly the structure that I wanted to do. But let's see what is this? Why is the video so long? Like, what's the point? Okay, let's see. I mean, it sounds like quite a simple structure. Let's see.
Step number 4, you've got to understand that not all clicks are created equal. What I mean by that is we just get so hung up on this idea that if I could just drive more traffic to my website or my landing page, then I would generate more leads. And that's not the case, because you could have one person clicking on your page and another person clicking on your page, and they both came with very different intentions. One person came already fired up and excited for you and your brand and what you're about, and the advertisement that they saw has already told them what they're going to get on the next page, and they're clicking because they want it. Whereas the second person might have seen something random from you online and there wasn't much information, and so they're clicking, but they're not even really sure what they're clicking on, and they're coming to the page to see if it's even something that would interest them. Do you think they're both going to interact in the same way? No. The first person is going to give you a much higher opt-in rate, and the second person is likely going to give you a much lower opt-in rate, because they might land on your page and generating good quality clicks, and you're not getting a good opt-in rate. It most likely points to this part here, your headline. When you have a clean, simple page like I've been teaching you so far in this video, then the headline is most likely the thing that's either going to get the opt-in or have someone going, nah, it's not really for me, and then they leave. So we got to fix this, because unless we get this headline right, you could have a beautiful looking page, but you're not going to get the opt-ins. So let's come back to this page and let's start here. And I'm going to teach you a framework that works really, really well, okay?
Yeah, I agree. The headline is the most important part. So let's see, I'm very curious what you're going to say about it.
The framework is as follows. We're going to point out what it is that they're going to learn. What is this unique strategy that they're going to get from you? Something that is intriguing, that perhaps they haven't heard before. We want to have something in there that qualifies the type of businesses the type of avatar that we want, the type of client that we want. For me, it's people that would relate to the term coaching. And so I'm going to drop that in there. I'm talking about how I scaled my coaching business, but by dropping that in there, I'm further qualifying the people that are going to opt in, because they're going to relate to that. And then I'm going to use the result that achieved, and it's the result that, of course, my ideal clients would be wanting as well. So this is a really, really nice framework and it works incredibly well. What is the thing that's new, intriguing, and exciting? Some kind of qualification step in there or terminology that would help you find more of the right people. And what's the big result that you're going to teach them about that they can't help but opt in for because it sounds so ruddy good. Now, I don't always use sub-headlines, but when I do, this is a style that I like to use. If the headline itself has focused on the big benefit and the exciting stuff, then I use the subheadline to talk about the stuff that they don't want or that's slightly painful. So I typically would start with something like without. So you're going to be able to achieve something like this without, and I list some things that I know they don't want. Without sacrificing family time, our lifestyle, and only working with clients we actually like. So I'm drawing attention to some stuff here that is going to draw some emotion into the prospect and is further going to increase their likelihood of hitting that register button. So let's look at another page of mine so you can see that same framework but implemented slightly differently, okay? We've got what is it? Something intriguing. A simple mini webinar. I'm not just saying webinar, I'm saying mini webinar. It's like, well, what's that? That sounds new. Do I know what that style of webinar is? It causes intrigue in the prospect and has them wanting to come over to your page. And then we've got
I think one of the previous videos that I've watched about this is that the whole idea, so the whole reason why people would ever leave an email in those type of things is because they are just curious what's going to be about. So if you manage to write a proper headline which will kind of intrigue people in, okay, what is it about, then people gonna leave an email. And this is here also true, like how to use a simple mini webinar and a handful of YouTube ads to land 10-15 clients a month every month. And you're like, oh, so how to do that? So for me, this is what I came up with in terms of, okay, let's finish this part and then see what I have.
Got the result. What is the result? Well, it's to land 10 to 15 high ticket clients a month, every month. And so now we've talked about what the result is that they're going to be able to achieve using this unique thing that I'm introducing them to. And then of course you probably noticed that I'm using the word client. And that is my attempt at dropping in a seed for who it is that I'm wanting. I'm not saying customers, I'm not saying deals, I'm not saying words that might relate to other industries, I'm saying clients because that's typically what my audience would relate to. So there's another example of this framework outworked. Now let's look at something slightly different. Now this isn't so much a framework, but this is taking all the stuff that I've learned about copywriting and having a crack at a slightly different style. And every now and again, you may as well give this a go. Throw a curveball into your marketing, take some of the clues from what's worked before, and then you can try something new. And sometimes it works really well. And this is one of them, okay? What I have learned in marketing is that people like to feel like they're gonna watch a process unfold in front of them. As opposed to teaching them some high-level strategy that feels unobtainable to them, if you can bring it right down to their level and then show them a journey, a very clear roadmap, people love that. And so this headline did really well. If I lost it all, well, for me, the person that they are looking at as having the big result that they want, for me to lose it all would put me right back down to where they are. So we're now on a level playing field, but then of course I'm going to teach them how to get that rise again, but I'm focusing on some key things here. I'm talking about some specific numbers. And I find that that works really, really well with this style of headline, is not just saying,
yeah, so what we are learning today, we are learning how to build a sales page for the webinar so that people leave their emails. That's what we're learning. And something that I still don't like about all these things, that they focus so much on making money. Like it's no brainer. As soon as you have some kind of business where you sell how to make more money, this is no brainer to sell. Like how to make 20K a month. This is no brainer. Like this is so easy. But as soon as you sell something like me, an improvement of life, I don't know, some kind of coding, for example, this is not particularly, I cannot say how to make 20K a month. I can't say how to make 10K a month. Can't. I'm teaching how to code. I cannot write such a copy. I'm trying my best to write those things, but I don't know. I wish I had some kind of webinars that I could go and see how they do it. But in the Salesforce ecosystem, of course, we don't have anyone doing this. And in other ecosystem, I've never seen anyone doing something similar. I just don't know those people. I don't know where to search it, basically. So yeah, let's see. But we are learning. Back to your question, Droid. We are learning how to build a proper webinar landing page.
You know, if I lost it all and had to rebuild my business, here's exactly what I would do. That's not nearly as attractive as if I lost it all and had just 30 days, a time restraint, to get my business back to at least $20,000 a month, a very tangible goal that they can you know, attach themselves to as well. Then this is exactly what I would do. And this one worked really well for us. In fact, we haven't run this page for a little while, and even as I'm taking you through it, I'm again going, yeah, shoot, this is a good page. I think we should probably start using this again in my business. So I think you might see us promoting this again very, very soon. So number 6, and this boosted my opt-in rate a huge amount, is to implement something called a 2-step opt-in. If you're still using a page where they land on the page like this, and then there's literally the opt-in fields right here. You've got 2 boxes, then they hit submit to opt in. That is the old way of doing things, and arguably it's worth a test from time to time to see if times are changing. But what we have found is that implementing a 2-step opt-in is way better. And that is where there's a button on the page, but you can't see an opt-in field, right? They have to click the button, and once they click, then the name and email field appears. And this is called a micro commitment. A micro commitment in marketing is where you're having the prospect take a smaller step in the direction that you're wanting them to go. And by taking a small step, they're far more likely to complete the final task, because if they do the first bit, well, they may as well do the next bit. So the idea here is that you could get a, let's say, 20% opt-in rate if the name and email field was right there on the page, but you would have a bunch more people, let's say 60%, that would just hit a button. That's an easy task, that's simple. So 60% hit the button, and then only 50%, half of those people, continue on and actually opt in.
I agree. And you know what works even best? And this is, I can confirm from my experience, multi-step questions. There's something psychological about this multi-step like questionnaire, where you have, for example, easy options to answer. For example, you click on the button and it brings you to something, what best describes you, and then you have admin, consultant, developer, marketer. You click on the marketer, for example, then how many years of experience do you have? Then and like this you go through 4 steps, 5 steps, and it converts so good. Like for some reason your once you have this easy question, and this is important, you have a super easy question where you just click and you have an animation, you're just getting hooked on this animation. And then once you went through 4 steps, it kind of feels wrong to stop and not give your email, whatever form is asking about the email. It's still not gonna fix the problem if you have a very bad webinar, or if you have not a good product or whatever. But those are small, interesting tricks that I learned in the last couple of years. And I learned it actually from Hormozy. So if you go to the acquisition.com, let's see if they changed. Yeah, so they're asking, do you want to scale your business? And let's say, I'm going to say, I want to start my business. What best describes you? I want to scale my business. Next. Oh, wow. In-person workshop. Click here. No, I don't wanna. Getting leads, I prefer listening, Canada, e-learning, blah blah blah, like this. So there's something about these things that actually hooking people, and I love those things. But I think they have really a lot. But if Hormozy is doing that, then it means it works. So at the end, when you go through those things, they ask you for last name and blah blah blah, and then the company name, blah blah blah, and then blah blah blah, phone number, and then they have an email. gmail.com. It's very hard not to leave an email if you went that far, right? It's very hard. No, thank you. Submit. And then you get to the actual page, which looks much better now than they used to have. So yeah, it's really good thing. Courses. They really they reworked a little bit the website, so it's good. So there's definitely what this guy says. There's definitely something about it.
Well, that's given you a 30% conversion rate overall. So we've gone from 20% to 30%, and those are very realistic numbers in terms of the jump that you can expect. And number 7 points to an earlier step. Not all clicks are created equal. So how do we elevate the quality of the clicks? Well, we've got to be using the right type of traffic that's going to attract your most ideal clients. What I find works incredibly well for that is video traffic. If you can put an advertisement on a platform like YouTube, we can put it in front of your most ideal clients right when they're interested in what it is that you have. And if we say the right things, they'll come over ready to take action. And this part right here is make or break. So I'd love to teach you exactly how to do that. There's a video popping up here where I'll show you the
I'm gonna save it to watch later, but I'm not gonna be watching it right now. But this is a good idea. So this is something that I was really not thinking about, is actually making a YouTube ad. Why not? So ads here ads. What ads? No idea. No idea what. So I was thinking about making Facebook ads, but Facebook ads. Maybe we should also think about YouTube ads. YouTube. I don't know. I think at this point it's not that relevant. So what I want to build is, oops, that's not what I want. Here's what I want. I want to build such a page, and I have here already copy. So heading will be how to become Salesforce developer without any previous coding skills in just a few months, and subheading and earn blah 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 per year. And I took one of the examples that this guy showed. So that's going to be my landing page. And for that, I need to go and create actually the page. Let's see how it's going to be. Okay. I think I already created the page. Let's see. The site is really slow. Let's create a new page and let's call it webinar. Let's call it webinar. Webinar. And for now it's going to be private. And the first thing that I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go to advanced here, and I'm gonna say no index, no follow, so that it's not indexed on the Google, because I don't want it to be indexed. Okay, now first we're gonna create. I'm gonna click here on update so that the page is created, and then I'm gonna go and modify the page itself. Yeah, let's leave the site. I mean, it's just updating it. It's very slow in updating. Okay. Still already updated? No, I don't think so. Still loading here. Now edit with Elementor. Wait, how is it post? I don't want to have it as a post. I kind of feel like it's really creating a post, not a whole page. Where's my Elementor? Let's see. Let's see. Maybe it's gonna load and it's gonna be fine. The speed of this website just kills me. How slow can it be? Come on. Finally. Finally. Okay, what the hell is this one? Okay, let's say we're gonna add a heading here. The heading will be this one. Okay. How do I update? It's the save drive. Save draft. Now, how can I remove this thing? I don't want to have it. Background. Like, who are those random people? Yeah, that sucks. Okay, let's put the music. Oops. Sorry for that. sorry. So let me make it less. How much have you progressed? Depends what you mean. I have the whole. Yeah, well, basically, I have the webinar ready. Maybe I could improve the webinar once we have the payment itself, because this whole payment setup, it's gonna take a couple of days. But I would say that webinar is done. Now we need to create the webinar landing page, and after the webinar landing page, we're gonna create emails. So we're gonna create the follow-up emails for the webinar and for the course start, and that's gonna be it. Then we're done with the course start. And in the meanwhile, the platform will be done. So I expect us to be done in this month, actually, with everything that could be done, and then we're gonna have just small improvements. So what I want is that we have here like webinar like this, and I can go to that page. Aha, look, it does work. Only how to remove this annoying thing. If I, for example, click on edit with Elementor, customize. Aha, maybe that's the thing. Disable footer, yes. Header layout. Okay, maybe that's the problem. Layout full width, I'm not really sure what's that. Let's update it and see. It takes so much time, this website drives me crazy. Never again I'm gonna work with those guys. So the WordPress was not the quickest thing ever before, but after the guys reworked everything on their own, it just got so much more worse. Okay, finally. Now let's edit with Elementor. Can I also wait. Header layout. Can I also disable the header? How do I know what is disable banner, disable footer, header layout? How do I know which one is the right one? Layout 1. Okay, so the thing is that some of them might have no header, but I don't wanna click on each of them and wait 1 minute until it's reloaded, then reload this one. Okay, so it didn't really work. Just change the style of this. Did it change the style of the main page? I hope not. No, it didn't. Okay, that's fine. Let's do the layout too. Update. I mean, I don't have a choice actually, so I have to do that. Yeah, let's do it later. Let's enable full width. Okay, let's just check the layout 3. Some of them might be that is I want to disable the header. I just want to have a whole separate page. I wish I had some WordPress experts in the chat. Still there. And the last one that I'm gonna check is layout number 4. And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. Okay, let me Google WordPress Elementor disable header for one page. Why there is no such a checkbox that just says show header or don't show header on the page? Oh, this is an interesting life hack with CSS. This is a very interesting life hack. Let's do it. Let's do it. Basically, the idea here is that we make the negative margin, so we kind of overlay the header, and then we make the Z index, so that we basically push our element in front of header. That's a nice idea. So basically the header will technically still be there, but it's gonna be kind of behind our main element. Or maybe I can click here on the structure. Where's the structure? Okay, now this section. Settings. Style. Oh, no header, no footer, just Elementor. Maybe that's what we've been searching for. I don't know why I say why I say we, if that's me. That's awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to do. That's exactly what I wanted. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. So first I'm gonna write the whole text there. So what do we have? Okay, now I need the subheading. That's gonna be the subheading. So for that, heading. Okay. Update. And so first, the way I approach everything is basically first I'm just write or create a quick and dirty version of something, and then I try to modify it, make it better to something that that is actually exactly what I want to build. So first I'm gonna just build out everything quite approximately, and then I'm gonna implement it better. So the button, I think I'm gonna change the text of the button. Let's see what this guy had as a button text. Where's my history here? Nope, not this one. This one. Okay, so he has yes, sign me up for the training. Reserve my spot now. I think I'm gonna take reserve my spot now. Reserve my spot now. Okay. Now I need a button. Stripe button and PayPal button. Wow, look at this. I didn't know that they have like Stripe and PayPal button enabled there. It's nice. Let's just search for button. Okay. Change it to how to become a Salesforce developer in a few months without any previous skills. How to become a Salesforce developer. This is a good point. This is a good point. How to become a Salesforce developer in a few months without any previous... That's a really good point. Thank you for that. Let me just make sure that I have here capitalized. How to become a Salesforce developer in a few months without any previous, I would say, coding skills. Like this. Reserve my spot now. Can I make it bold? I think I can. So thank you. That's a good point. Size large. Looks quite ugly, but why not? Why not? Wait. No, don't. Okay, reserve my spot now. And that's gonna be, I think it's gonna be quite a WordPress challenge to make when we click on it so that the pop-up is open. And I want to have a simple pop-up, so I don't want to have anything too fancy there. Okay, now we need to have a divider. Or a line or something like this. Line. Yeah, divider. I'm not sure what it's loading here. I hope it's not gonna be everything just gone. Let me, in case it's, oops. In case it's gonna happen, let me just take these two things and copy them. Just in case. Now everything is gonna be refreshed. Okay, so what about divider? We definitely want a center and... Okay, I don't want to have a huge gap. And I probably don't want to make it like this. I want to make it yellow. So, how does it look? Not bad so far. Not bad. And probably I'm gonna change this color of the button. How do I do that? Color? Primary. Exactly, I'm gonna change to the primary color. It looks already better than I expected, so it's good. Now the timer. Right? Countdown, right? Countdown. We might need some kind of plugin for it. Let's see. Due date. Yeah, let's say the due date will be 1st April. Inline. So I don't see anything. Ah, because it was... Okay, now I see. I mean, that's good. That's good. Timer. And I think he has also the date or something. Date. I mean, we can just do it with the text, right? Icon and text. That's, I'm looking what this guy has. Has icon, then the text, and then the timer. So I would say that's image. Can I? Oh, wait. So what I want to do is probably put them like in one row. Not sure how to do it though. Probably there's some kind of thing for it. Intersection, is it intersection? I remember playing around. Yeah, that's the intersection. Okay, so we need in the intersection structure, and hey, we need more than that. We need 3. How can I make 3? Intersection with 3 elements. Elementor. Okay, so is that easy as just click on this thing? Let's see. Okay, that's actually quite easy. That's actually quite easy. So this image, it goes into there. Or I can't. Probably can't. And let's delete the image. Oh, come on, just go here. Ah! Okay, so we have image. Then the next one that we have is text. Not text editor. Not text editor. Go back, just text. Now let's do heading, whatever. Let's do heading, and then the last thing will be countdown. Countdown. Nice. Oh. Yeah, I think that's good. It is good enough. I mean, we don't really care about the style, right? So let's say the webinar will be when? Let's say it's gonna be on the 1st of March, right? It's gonna be March 1st, 2024. And this one, calendar, image, icon. Let's go to Flaticon. Flaticon is actually good. Let's see. Calendar. Let's take this one. Nice, look at this. That's not bad. That's quite good. Now probably I could make it also a little bit more style. And I also want to give the time. It will be 18 Berlin time, or I think it's 12. Is it 12 p.m. or AM? What was the Berlin to New York time? Okay, it's current time, so it's gonna be, where's Germany? Germany here, so it's gonna be, for me it's gonna be this, and that's gonna be 12. But 12, is it what, 12? I'm so bad in this US. Is it what? Is it 12 EM or is it 12 PM? I can never remember, is it 12 EM or PM? Okay, so in Berlin it's gonna be 6 PM, and in US it's 12 PM. Okay, 12 PM. God. So it's gonna be 12 PM New York. This. And yeah, look at this. That looks already not bad. We still need to get the divider back. For some reason it, and the button. I don't know why I delete them. Yeah, just by accident. But that was the hardest part actually. Let's wait until it's updated and then Well, I kind of feel like I can even finish this part today, so it's nice. I don't see a point why should I use any type of software for creating those things. Like, WordPress is free, and it's really easy to create. I was expecting much worse experience, so I'm kind of glad to see the thing. Right, so we have this now the divider and button. So here's the button, right? Let's make it, I think it's a little bit too much of purple. Can we make it green? Yeah, let's make it green. This one, the style will be type, no. Definitely alignment in between, and reserve my spot now. And let's make it bold. Color, here we go. And the size, where can I see the size? Ah, here we go. Large. And this thing, it goes here. And green, I don't like green. Let's change to something like yellow, maybe. Not bad, not bad. It looks good. It looks good. Let's update it so that the changes are saved. Let's see, where's this guy? I want to see his style. Okay, this is his website. Yeah, I mean the side that he has is quite smooth, and this is the best part. Yeah, the yellow is still not ideal. Let's make it something like this. And we can actually make it, why do I... Ah, okay, I see. Yeah, I actually want to make it the full length. So I think I'm gonna take this divider and I think I'm gonna move it here into this section. Can I? Don't want to move to any of the columns, but I want to move it... Nope. That's the thing. I don't want to move it to any of the columns. Just want to move it. Okay, let's create a new section. Can I create a new section? I want it to be full length, so I don't want to have here just half length. It looks very strange. Okay. Section, and in this section I'm gonna move the divider. Come on, just move here. Just move. Yeah, nice. Seems to be... Now it seems to be working. Now, where's the divider? Show me the divider. Okay, nice. Let's check out the full one. Nice, nice, nice. I like it. I probably would put this one a little bit... down, because it's way too high here. Margin, yes, let's do margin. Or padding. I always forget margin or padding. Margin versus padding. I will never remember those things. I would say in this case it should be margin. Let's take the margin. $10? Nope. Let's take 100. Maybe 75. Okay, 70. Yeah, looks better. And this thing, yeah, I think it's good. I think it's good. The question is, why is here such a big gap? I don't want to have such a big gap between them. What is this gap? I mean, that's not critical, but still strange. And I think I also still wanna make those things a little bit. I wanna make it bigger. H1, and I don't wanna make it. Okay, this is better. But I don't want to make it bold. That's the thing. Wait. I want to make it... Can we make it just a normal weight? Because I want to highlight words. Because if you look at this, and this is just huge bold text, it's kind of really hard to read. And I realize that you can't even probably see the whole thing. But now if you look at this, it's hard to read because it's like all the big words, they're just screaming onto you. So I think... what can I do? Maybe I can make a div here, just a normal div, and then I can say the size is XXL, but here the typography, it's gonna be just... Okay, yeah, it's gonna be light. And I don't know... Hey, your mic is really quiet. Can you turn it up a little bit, please? Really? Is it quiet? Can someone confirm to me? Let me check. The last time I checked it was good. Come on, say something. It's good for me. I don't see any... I don't know. Seems to be good for me. If someone has... Does anyone else has the same experience with mic being not good enough? Then write in the chat. If no, I'm gonna assume that the mic is good. Maybe I was speaking like this, and that's why you felt. But now I'm speaking into the mic, so now it should be good. The question is, can I modify here directly? And yes, I can. Nice. How to become a Salesforce developer in a few months. Can I make it like this? No. Without any previous coding skills. Well, I kind of just highlighted basically everything. Let me without any previous coding skills. Coding skills. How to become a Salesforce developer in a few months without any previous coding skills. Okay. If you people approve that, that seems to be good for me. And then we have reserve my spot. So I think the hardest part will be actually to create the button that the second step is basically flying out when we click on the reserve my spot. And let me make it a little bit, can we make it even, maybe this one as an egg catcher. That's a good idea actually. Oh, look at this. I can modify it here. Oh. Nice. Like this? I think it's good. I think it's better. I also want to make the reserve my spot a little bit. So I want to make the text bigger there. Text color. Ah, here we go. That's better. Reserve my spot. And what if reserve my spot, I'm gonna something like... Yeah. They have those things there. Like, that are pointing there. Reserve my spot. Like this. Yeah? Not bad, not bad. Looks salesy enough, then it means it's good. You think it makes... Okay, so you think that previously was better, this one? I quite frankly, I don't have any judgment around this one. I think it's good to at least highlight it like this with bold. How to become a Salesforce developer in a few months without any previous coding skills and earn this amount of money. Hey Boots, welcome. Okay, now this part. What will you learn? This is gonna be hard. Okay, this... Hey, wait a second. What is this thing? What is this thing? What's going on? No. The divider must go into the second one. So here, the divider. What's the budget for this project? Any ads? The budget should be as low as possible. Ads, yeah, I'm gonna experiment with ads a little bit. I would say I have 2K. That's gonna be my last money. So that's gonna be my last money that I have to spend on these things. Um, well, when I say it, it doesn't sound good. When I say it, it doesn't sound like something that I should do. It's not gonna be my last money, right? But it's gonna be the last money that I can spend on this thing. But I'm confident that I can do at least 10,000 launch. I'm confident that I can do that. Because I've done already 10,000 launch the last time, so I'm confident. I want to like triple the amount of launch that they do, and I think that that running ads would be actually the way to go. But yeah, let's see. Let's see. I'm not so sure. I think I'm definitely gonna experiment a little bit with ads. Let's see, but it does. It also doesn't really make sense to experiment a little bit with ads. Burn the board. Good strategy to show that you'll make it soon. It kind of everything can work if you really if you really put a lot of work into Facebook ads or YouTube ads. I think it might work. Like what do I want to see if I just try a little bit ads? What do I want to see there? Either I need to make decision. Either I make it completely the broke way and I keep the 2000, or I take a risk and I spend like 2K on the launch, and I hope that it's gonna help me to make at least one more sale, which I think it will. Yeah, basically, I mean, I'm gonna make it up if someone buys my program for my mentoring program for 2K, then I'm gonna make up the whole ads thing. So basically, I only need to get one client from this 2K investment that I do. Have you made the business before? I did a launch. I did a launch. Um, I did the webinar. I don't have much more experience than that. So I've done one launch of the course. But it was very like it was very small. I didn't know how to do it exactly, so I've done the webinar, but the webinar was not that good. I didn't even have had a webinar page, but I just streamed to LinkedIn the whole thing, and that's it. So I streamed to LinkedIn, and I didn't have any follow up. I didn't have any email marketing. I didn't have any email capturing. I had nothing, and I still managed to do a launch of the course, and it worked. And now I have much more, much more in my much more. I have much more followers now. I have much bigger following. I have much more people who took my course. So I'm confident that I will be able at least double the launch that I did last time. But still kind of scary because I don't have that much of a budget, and if I just waste 2000 on ads, not sure how much learning it's gonna be for me. So I'm not sure. I think it's gonna be just wasted money. And 2000 for me is kind of big money in terms of I can leave 2 months for this amount of money. So I don't know. I'm still kind of hesitating about these things. But I'm willing to take a risk. But the thing is that it should not be a stupid risk. I should kind of feel that that I can actually get people. That I can get people, so that I can get some kind of return of the investment on the money that I invest in the ads, because just going and burning this money doesn't make any sense. So I kind of need at least to have some understanding, at least to feel that I can make up this money, because the last time I was trying to run ads, I burned I think 500, and I got like 3-4 leads, but I had 0 sales, and yeah, but it was more than a year ago. I was very inexperienced back then. yeah, so I have very mixed ideas around it. And it's definitely not gonna be super quick decision. So if I'm gonna kickstart everything in the March, then we still have quite a lot of time to figure out all the things. Okay, Robin, 2000 goes a long way in ads. I would say more like 300. Ah, really? 2K could be way too big of an overestimate. If it works, you could bring in 50K a month. If it doesn't, that's 1,000 you're never gonna see again. Yeah, this is what I see. So if I can, so basically what I want to figure out, would it do any harm to start with a smaller amount and invest more in itself, make it higher CTR? Yeah, I totally agree with you. So I definitely not gonna like immediately go 2,000, but you see, so what I'm trying to sell, if we go here, this is the price point that I'm trying to sell, right? So it's not gonna be, it's not like I will be able to invest 300 and then get for example 10 times the return of the investment, right? So I was thinking that if I, for example, can spend 2,000 and I can get let's say 2 clients, that would be a huge win, because that would be double what I spent. So I'm definitely not gonna, I'm not gonna burn the 2,000. I'm gonna try to first get the first like small numbers, as you say. This is very right thing to say. Like, this is very good, very good thought. So definitely gonna try with a smaller amount. Higher yeah. So I'm still I don't know. All of this is just ideas. Worst case, I just have, well, not worst case, just standard way, I'm just gonna have the whole webinar funnel without any ads. Because ads, it's kind of already a little bit sensitive part, because it doesn't cost for me any money to build up the whole webinar funnel, but it the ads can be a little bit painful. As you said, like, I need to spend the amount of money that I'm willing to basically burn and never see again. I wouldn't say that I would be completely okay with burning 2K. If I can burn, let's say 500, if I can burn 500, that's enough. Like, I can burn 500, that's fine. But the thing is that I don't think that I will be able to make any sale if I just spend 500. This looks very promising as an idea, though it's selling much different content to all other dev courses. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, in Salesforce ecosystem, that's very unique thing. I think only two people on earth who are selling courses about Salesforce development is me and Warren, and I'm the only one who is doing this whole webinar funnel thing. So I'm very optimistic about the launch. Of course, I'm doubting every decision, which is kind of normal, because I have never done it before, so it's kind of normal to doubt everything that I do. Yeah. Also quite a fun thing to do. Yeah, I think it's gonna be actually it for today. I know, guys, we kind of just started. I see that 9 people watching. Nice. So nice to see everyone. And go, if you wanna hang out, go to the Discord. I asked you what would you want to see in this Discord, so join the Discord. Let's see, it's free, and we're gonna run some events there in Discord. So I'm quite. You should use an SEO tool to find out how much traffic that the other company bring in. He doesn't really have too much SEO. He's doing everything through emails and LinkedIn and YouTube, so he doesn't really have that much of search engine optimization. I'm much further in this regard as him. So Salesforce, and this is the thing, the Salesforce ecosystem is so undeveloped in this regard. Like Salesforce still basically no one is doing those things, which is kind of strange. But I think as people see what I will be doing and what Warren will be doing, I think people will get more interested into building more sophisticated business on Salesforce ecosystem, because we like, when I started, we didn't even have, when I started 2 years ago, we didn't even have any single course for beginners in coding. That's crazy. Now we have a little bit more things, but still we have a huge way to go, and I have few ideas in mind that I'm gonna present tomorrow. What could be improved in the Salesforce ecosystem? Yeah. Now I have, in 13 minutes I have a call, so I need to go. But I wish I could stay because we are exactly at the most interesting part. But I need to go. But I will be streaming tomorrow approximately at the same time. So tomorrow, join everyone, join the Discord, and thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow.